Now, I know there's a lot of Chelsea fans subscribed to the channel, so how are you feeling today, boys? As yes, today we have our own continental competition with West Ham playing Lille twice in the Europa League first knockout round, a very new adventure, but again, well done to Chelsea as we start the West Ham career. Hey guys, and welcome back to episode number 10, I think. It's either 10 or 9 of season 2 of the West Ham United FIFA 21 Road to Glory kind of thing, because we're on a road to glory now. If we can beat Lille first on the 17th away from home, then we go on to Leicester in between that, which, even though I do want to focus on the league more, has to be a rotated side, doesn't it? We're on poor form for Lille. We need to go full strength, and then we'll go full strength again when we play them at home at the London Stadium. I'd like to have the home game second. We've got it, which is very nice. And then we might get on to Cardiff in the next episode, or it should be in the next episode, should I say, with that full month. But I don't think we'll get any further. That's a huge month after it, and of course, fixtures will change if we get through today. So without further ado, like the video, and of course make sure you're subscribed before we get into this huge two-legged fixture, as of course I've just remembered as well, we signed Golovin from Monaco, who did go out of the Europa League with Monaco, of course, and he will be used to playing Lille, the champions in real life in Ligue 1. We've got a big chance. We've got someone who knows the team, as we are of course going to use this team, and looking at it, we should be doing so much better in the Premier League than we actually are doing, as Dragowski's in goal. Kufal, Zima, Diop and Max Aarons. Just want him to get to 80 rated now, with Hammond in front of him, Declan Rice, Souček and Pedro Goncalves on the right, as Golovin is now the central cam. It's decided with Mayoral up front, who needs to get better, by the way. He's definitely going to stay my striker for the future. Don't want to sell him, even though he's scored quite a few goals. He's missed quite a few as well, so need to get him back on form. And what a way to get back on form against one of the biggest teams and in the biggest games of our career so far. In a great looking stadium here, the Lille one. Don't know the name of it, don't really know much about the team. Just know that we've got to beat them, as Botman, I think he's decent. Dejao signed him in another save, I think. Rigoni, Show, don't know them, but I'm sure I'll get to know them over these two games. Leo Jardim in goal, Thiago Dejalo, Botman, Bradkaric and Suarez, the fullbacks, with Rigoni, Show, Andre, who tried to sign him, and Plano on the left with David and Weah. I think that's Timothy Weah and Jonathan David. So up front, they're actually rather strong. I'm surprised he's finished second in the group. But of course, we finished top in ours, so that's all I'm taking from our games, as Rigoni with a free kick. I think that's the one who was at Zenit. I'm not sure, and had a stint in Italy, but again, I don't have a clue, as Max Aarons gets the ball rolled out to him. Going to be the hardest game of our lives, this one, so got to make sure we get it right, as Max Aarons dribbling all the way. Gives it into Alex Golovin now, across to Mayoral. Goes to play a 1-2 as well with Golovin, who's got a bit of a run on here. Golovin running into this gap, shoot across net, and it's a very poor one, but we are going to get that with Goncalves, so no worries, as he's back-heeled it into Souček. Dodgy touch, but he still keeps it now into Vladimir Kufal, onto Declan Rice. Golovin round the corner, backheel to Mayoral for a first-time shot, and it was almost in. That was actually pretty decent on the swivel, but just narrowly wide. Loved that little bit of play, as now it's on to Plano as well. Pedro Goncalves across to Souček, and now on to Declan Rice as he gets it through the gap to Borja Mayoral, and Borja just needs to get another gap for himself, but tackled now by the centre-back, I think, putting the pressure on, but Souček wins it now, onto Golovin, who gets it round the corner to Goncalves, flicks it on to Kufal. What can Vladimir Kufal do here? It's a great save, Jardim. 14 minutes in, and we should have a goal at least, as Souček wins that header, but straight to the keeper again. It's good football from the Hammers, as we've won the header as well. They've got a man injured in the box, but I think we're going to carry on. He's up on his feet now. Jay Hammond has a ball to whip in. It's a good whip in as well. And Goncalves making the run. Head that down, Golovin. He does to Declan Rice as we're going wide again. Really good football from the Hammers. As now Vladimir in the middle. Mayoral flicked on. Goncalves can't get there. And they're going for the long ball. Zima's actually wrong side of Jonathan David here. And he snapped his man as he got the shot off. It was a save as well. I didn't need to do it. And it's a yellow card for David Zima. He's maybe lucky with that. Definitely a penalty. As Lille have caught us on the counter-attack. Their first chance of the game, 23 minutes in. And Dragowski actually saved it. What am I playing at? Come on, Jonathan David's going to be taking it, isn't he? A big chance for the home side. It's only a home goal, but Dragowski saves it as well. Big moment there in the game. And in the tie, as we save the penalty to keep it at 0-0. In the game, we have dominated. So let's get running down this wing, Max Aarons. Let's keep going, and let's make them pay for the miss, as it's a good cross in and a chest for a corner. Let's try and do something from this as well, as it's to the front post. Souček waiting. Just couldn't reach him though, but Jay Hammond should be headering that. Doesn't though. Golovin to pick up on it easily though, as now Pedro Goncalves dribbles around a little bit. Gives it into Golovin, not round the corner. I've got to say, apart from their goal, it's been rather comfortable in this first half, so it has come as a shock. As Andre now gives it out wide to Oscar Plano, trying to dribble down that wing, and we're not going to let him, as he gives it back in the middle now to Andre. Just see it out till half-time. Lille getting more on the ball as it goes on, so I do need a break as Mayoral. That's a good tackle. Goncalves just didn't lock onto it, as it's now into Andre again. Just blow the whistle, referee. They're not getting forward. We're not. Come on, don't let the captain play it forward, as it is 0-0 at the break. I'm happy with the domination, but I'm not how they've just had a penalty, and of course they've missed it, but we can't let them have chances like that. So now into the second half, as David Zimmer touches that ball down really well, and it's on to Vladimir Koufal. Needs somewhere to go with this. Gives it into Alexander Golovin. Now across to Declan Rice. Can we get down this wing? Great ball from Max Aarons. Can we reach that, Hammond? Can we reach it? No, we can't. Don't matter though, as Souček, yes, wins that header perfectly above his man Andre, who is a small one, as Golovin gets the ball now onto Hammond. That one's for him to reach, as it almost went back to Golovin. He could get 2-2 if he scores here as well with his last goal in the draw against Fulham, as it's into Hammond right here. Onto Rice. Golovin making the move. Mayoral can't pass. However, we do win the ball back again. The possession stats must be mental in our favour, and that's usually not good. We usually win with less possession. That's my style. As Souček now gives it around the corner to Declan Rice. Rice just give that back into Souček. Around the corner into Mayoral. Now into Golovin. Really smart turn from Alexander Golovin. Shoots. And the time finish came on. I need to get them off. I was spamming B, to be fair, though, as that is another chance wasted. And now Lille with their first attack of this second half. Oscar Plano to Andre around the corner. Now to Timothy Weah. I don't know how good this guy is actually in game, but Max Aarons must be better, because he's dispossessed him really easily. Go on, Maxi, as he's running down the line. And we've got Golovin in the middle as well, making a move, but we're going to give it to Declan Rice. Good touch from Declan, as it's now back out to Mayoral. Continue this run down the left. There we go, as we've got it to Golovin, and he's offside. And Jonathan David holding it up for his supporting runs here. Diop on his back, as Lille again just get their moments, and when they do get a moment, it's a good one. So I've got to make sure it doesn't happen. As Zima with a good tackle already on the yellow, and Souček to run. Mayoral over that gap, through it, please get the pace, just run quicker. We still chase this ball down. Zima, yes, great tackle, really good one, as now it's on to Golovin again. The playmaker hasn't really made play, but still not had a bad game, saying that, as it's a good turn inside right here, and it's on to Mayoral with a gap here. Dujalo letting him have a little bit of a gap. Mayoral, it came off the foot of the defender, and I think that took it into the keeper's grasp. Other than that, it might have forced a corner, as they're trying to get a counter-attack straight away. We've had so many shots, and we should be out of sight, say the commentary, as we're getting down this line again. Can we try and get something here? Souček around the corner, can't tap it onto him. Timothy Weah on the ball against Issa Diop now, spins us rather well, as it's into Shaw. We can't let them get one at this moment, as how is that a foul? It's been given as well, as it's going to be a free kick. 4 minutes to go in on our net. At least it'll be a home goal if they score, but I don't want them scoring at all. Sumare, the good player to come on as Plano. He's not going to take it. Yes, he is. He's going to pass it short to Timothy Weah. Through bodies. Very close, as now Zima. A bit of a dribble right there. Gives it into Souček, and now on to Mayoral, as there's 2 minutes left of the game. Now 1, and then added time, as we've got a bit of a chance here. Declan Rice with a little bit of a gap to go in, but the defender comes across, and I've just got to go backwards. Good controls. It's on to Mayoral with a bit of a gap here. Mayoral scores in the 91st minute to win us the game, and he has been shocking in recent months and recent games, and in this game, to be fair, he hasn't been himself, but you've seen little glimpses with how he's played in play and in possession, and there we go. He's repaid us finally. Mayoral at the near post with his left foot, and we will not go home empty-handed. An away goal for the Hammers. The fans are going mental as at Lille. This is humentous. Now it's on to the London Stadium. Of course, if they score away as well, it's back level. But an away goal is what we wanted. A win is what we needed after the form we've been on. And how good does that feel? Deserved as well. What a result. As it's straight on to Leicester as well, which I am going to switch the team up against. I'm not going to play this one. I'm going to play the Lille game. I want to play both of them back to back, make sure I get it done. And then if we win, I'll play Cardiff. If we don't win, I might be in a bit of a bad mood, a sour mood, as we do need to change the team. Do we just go to this lineup? It's a bit risky. I'll put Dragowski back in goal with this, and I will put Mayoral up front, because we need a strong striker. We need a backup one as well in the summer transfer window. With Dragowski in goal, Johnson, Niakate, Ogbonna and Masuaku at the back. With Felipe Anderson, Rice, Aribo and Golovin on the right. With Lanzini down the middle. We'll change them round actually. Get a bit of experience still down the middle. With Mayoral up front. Need them two to work together in this one. As Leicester not performing this year, I think they're down there. There was last time. As yes, 14th, still not good for the Foxes. Not good for us though. With the team we have to be in 10th. It ain't good. Rotated side, kind of expect a draw here or a defeat, but can we be surprised with a win before the next game? It's going to be a 1-1 draw, and I will take it. It's not good to concede in the 86th minute, but I will take it 100%. We focused on the Europa League right now, as Lyndon Dykes even getting the goal when Mayoral came off. Good job it subbed him off for his fitness. And Jose Perez with 4 minutes to go. And Lanzini asking to play in this next leg as we're straight onto it. Don't know how he played really. I can't really tell. As the team's actually recovered rather well, even though most of the players are on the bench. Golovin's returned and looks fit. Declan Rice the same, so that's good. And Mayoral as well. I think they all came off. That is good. There's Dragowski's in goal. Kufal, Zima, Diop, Aarons, Hammond, Rice, Souček, Goncalves, Golovin and Mayoral. Let's make West Ham history, beat Lille, and get into the next round of this tough competition. And let's have a look at their lineup. We know ours, which has just gone off the screen. And oh, look at this. I'll show you this. The graphic of the whole boys just squatting for their team photo. That squad just, although not doing well in the league and not as good as last year, just looks so fantastic to my eyes. Beautiful stuff, as this will be the team we face. Mike Miagan in goal. He wasn't in goal last time. It was like Jardim, wasn't it? With Suarez, Deliba, Dejalo and Sadzui, Blanco, Žeka, Sumare and Hilahaj, with Onakachu and Yilmaz. They've changed up their whole team for the next round. I mean, I like it. I definitely like it. I mean, Yilmaz is a decent Turkish striker. I don't know if he's at them in real life or not. I am unsure. I know they have Yaziki, who I had on a save, I think maybe last year, who was decent. But I don't even know if you change it all. I do think they should have changed their attacking options. Jonathan David would have been helping that squad for sure, though, as we've just got to get on with it. Maybe they're focusing on the league more than the Europa League. Now they've, of course, conceded that goal at home, as that's a good ball around the corner to Mayoral. We've got the run of Hammond on the wing. He's onside. Hammond's won it, and he was easily onside. Oh, well, still, it looks like we're going to carry on like we finished the first leg and just win every second ball, which is what you need to do when you're not the favourites of the game. Just win every single ball you can and just go on the attacks when you can, as Golovin tries to cut it away from the new left-back. I thought their left-back last game was pretty decent, but apparently the manager doesn't think so, as Burak gives it back now to Sadzute down the line. Blanco, I think he played in the last one, but Zeka, don't know about him. Lille actually knocking it around with confidence as well, as it's now into Zeka again. On to Burak, round the corner. We can't let them get this goal straight away at all, actually. Scrap that, at all. We can't let them score, as now Hammond through the middle to Mayoral. He needs the run of Golovin right in front of him. It's good side steps, just can't get it past Dejalo, who is one of the players that stayed in the lineup, as Zeka to dribble it away, and it does look like the better with this second team. I hate to say it, however, we have the ball right here, and it's Hammond just dwelling on it on the spot, but gets it around to Max Aarons right now, as we've got runners in the middle. Max Aarons still going, Max Aarons still going, put that across, Golovin with a chance, and he's onside! And Alexander Golovin has the goal against his old French rivals, and we have a 2-0 lead on aggregate, 1-0 at home, and it's the new Russian boy. Love that from the number 13 as well, unlucky, but Max Aarons take credit. I thought it was offside. I never thought it was going to count, but it does. It's just gone over the keeper, and we have the lead again. Beautiful, beautiful scenes, as that's a good ball across as well to Kufal. We're going to continue our dominance, I think. Goncalves running at them. The Portuguese has so many in the middle, including Golovin again. Turns on the spot, takes a shot, and it's in at the second time of asking. You can actually hear some boos from the Lille fans, as it is 2-0 on the night. And what rhymes with that? We got it right. We definitely have. It should have gone in the middle, to be fair to Kufal, who made the overlap from right back, but it's just bounced straight back off Mike Meigen again. Poor goalkeeping, and through to the side netting for Golovin's second. The Russian man coming good. Amazing, as now Pedro Goncalves running backwards, still gets it forward onto Souček. Down the line to the man of the moment, Golovin, who can get it in the middle, but Djalo just to read that. Imagine if it were 3. Vladimir Kufal with the ball right here, the right back round the corner now. Imagine it actually could be 3 now. It could be. We don't have to imagine. Souček running through onto Golovin. He's going to run it in himself, and he just dribbles it into the net. It's a hat-trick in the first half. 4-0 on aggregate. We can change some players for Cardiff City. And what a performance from this guy. A hat-trick hero in the first half in a game this important. It's just amazing. They've changed the team, and it shows. It really does show. Walking it over the line. You can't be having that, Lille. As this is just the performance we needed after our recent form of the last, like, 1.5 months. And just the game we needed after the last leg. Yes, we scored in the last minute, but I still wasn't confident when they're away from home in this one as well. As now, if they do get 3 goals, they go through with away goals, but they haven't really done anything. As the first attacker, really, this, with Venom as the running forward. Max Aaron's just watching his man. Fantastic left back, as it's now into Burak Yilmaz. Back to him, and he might get a goal here. As he does. A really good finish. Burak just absolutely blasts it into the top corner, as it's a 1-2 round the corner. Diop just shouldn't run to him, really. Just gets too carried away, and they have scored in this game. Good finish. Still, though, it is at half-time 3-1 to us. A huge scoreline for one half in a knockout round, as I'm glad we're on the right side of it. Could easily be the wrong way, but then again can't, because they haven't done anything apart from that little goal at the end of it, which we can't let shake us up a bit. We've got to make sure we don't concede 2 more. And if we give the ball to Golovin, I don't think it's a possibility. Max Aaron's around the corner as well. Here he is, straight on it. My little Russian doll, as he gets it round the corner into Declan Rice, as we've got a counter-attack on here. It's Jay Hammond through against Mike Meigen, and it's 4. We don't even need to give it to Golovin. I was wrong. We just go straight through. It looks like they've gone all out attacking, and we've made them pay straight away. That's put simple. Just not good enough from Lille. Look at this. Declan Rice through the middle. I could have sweated it to Mayoral. I probably should have done that, to be fair, for his confidence. But it's not bad giving the young 18-year-old lad confidence as well. Jay Hammond for his first Europa League goal, I think. Well, definitely the first when I've played it, and that is brilliant for him. Just got to keep it up, as well as Pedro Goncalves into Souček, across to Declan Rice, as he can get this through the middle onto Mayoral. Another good pass onto Golovin. Return that. Now this is the one for his confidence. Oh, and a great save from the keeper. I mean, he did score the winner in the last game, but still, I want to hype him up a bit more, Mayoral. He's had a really rough month, especially from the grief I gave him, as it falls to Declan Rice, this one. Passes it straight into Borja. Through bodies. Goncalves with a dodgy touch, but still does have the ball, as it's now onto Declan Rice. Round the corner into Souček. Mayoral, really good play. Big man Thomas Souček. Oh, and what a goal! What a goal from this guy. You don't expect him scoring goals like that. But Thomas Souček joining in the fun. It's 5 on the night, and Lille have brought the reserve team and played with a whimper. What a ball around the corner. What another 1-2. And bang, straight in that top bin. Can you tell we rested players for Leicester? I think you definitely can, with the result, as Lyndon Dykes is now on the field, along with Emmanuel Lanzini, who did ask to play before this game. So we've got 20 minutes left, boys. Let's just put it in with the reserve players now. Don't expect any more goals, but there could be one here for Lille, you know. Just, oh, wrong-footed us, as it's now onto Andre. Round the corner, Burbach with it, as we need to tackle Yilmaz. Come on. Don't let him score. Diop just pushing him out wide, and he's actually getting round us all the time, is Yilmaz. Great tackle in the end. And actually, it could get another one here. It's a pass through the middle, and Andre has the goal. The man with the same double name does get the double for Lille. Don't really care about it, though. It's a good move, but I'm not watching it. I want to celebrate the win at the end of this. Just want to get straight to it, as Declan Rice into Lanzini. I think we are missing the Russian prince. Like, without the players up front. It was struggling a little bit more, but still doing okay as Declan Rice hammers it straight at Damian. And there we go. I skipped the final whistle because I just went down like that and almost fell off my chair as Golovin gets the match ball. It's a 5-2 victory on the night. A lot of goals in that one. Usually not what we've seen in this save, but I will just cherish every single one we scored there in a historic night for the Irons. And now on to Cardiff, which our confidence can't be knocked from that. I think they're near bottom of the league as well, as we've got a loan offer after the bell as well, because it should have been a bit ago, the transfer window. You know that, don't you, Boa Vista? As we will accept it, however, for Henry Alexandra, I think that was. I was going to say whoever then, but of course it's our own player. So 9th, where are Cardiff? They are still rock bottom on 5 points, and Swansea's got another win, so let's get this done. Unfortunately, nothing in the academy from the next one round. Alfie Dodds, I'll leave you. I'll just check on you later, I guess. As we're going into Cardiff, I'm going to go with the full team because I don't think the Europa League next fixtures have been placed, and I don't think they'd be next month, but if they are, I'll change it. If they're not, we'll just go full strength, as have they. Let's have a look on the calendar. Oh no, they have now. We'll have to rotate. It's Leipzig who we have in the next round. Very, very tasty game, that one. I can't wait to play them, as we've got 2 legs in the next episode, because we're not going to play the first leg of Leipzig today. Are we? No, we're not. We're not. As this is the lineup we're going to go with. Dragowski in goal, with Johnson, Zima, Niakate and Masuaku. So you can see loads of changes. Felipe Anderson. Rice always has to be in there. Aribo and Goncalves on the right. Still going a bit strength because it is the Premier League despite them being bottom. With Lanzini and Mayoral up front. Bottom of the Premier League as well, so hopefully they're just like Sheffield United. Bit worse though, because they've only got 1 win this season, and let's thrash the Bluebirds. And I don't know if it's because the bottom of the league and we're at the Malaysia Stadium, but it's not going to show us the lineup, so let's have a look at it through the player ratings. Always got to see my opposition with Smithies in the goal, Perry and G, Morrison, Popov, Flint and Bagan at the back. It's 5, but very weak I think, with Kamara, Bacunia and Evander in camp, with Robert Glatzel and Aristeguieta up front. What a name. Make a name for himself though. I hope not, as Evander's a good player as well, the Brazilian in camp for Cardiff, but of course probably needs a transfer away. Will we be the home for him if they go down? You never know. He's tackled straight away by Zima though, so not proving his worth there, as Pedro Goncalves straight through that gap to Lanzini. He just can't knock the ball on as well, so Manuel Lanzini, I'm really undecided on him. He's got an important role which must change if he's going to stay here. Must. If he stays here, it's probably going to be a rotational or even sporadic, but I do want to keep him here with his history as Joel Aribo with a little trip there. Cardiff keeping the ball well, but he's actually got the ball here as Lanzini, as it's in the middle to Aribo. Bad ball, but Aribo with a tackle, a fair one this time, as it's onto Borja Mayoral. Going to run out wide. We haven't got Golovin to work with in this game, but he's going to have to do it with Lanzini, as it's back to the small man. Run around from Mayoral. It's a good one. Declan Rice coming forward a bit as well, as that's got to be a foul. And nothing given. Don't know how though, as Declan Rice reads that one as well onto Felipe Anderson. Dodgy touch, but keeps hold of it. It's now into Mayoral. Now onto Lanzini with a shot for a corner. Can we do something from this? Whip it in near Niakate or Diop. Back post. Bounced in front. And it was Mayoral in the box. Free as a bird, who just didn't want to tap it in, as 20 minutes in, the Bluebirds just are finding a way to survive. Can't possibly drop points here. These have literally only not lost 3 games. Have won 1, who I don't know who against, but it is embarrassing. Maybe Swansea. And then they've got 2 draws against teams, so we can't let that happen here, as Aribo has it. Now back on to Declan Rice around the corner to Lanzini. They're letting us play with it a bit at the edge of the box, but it's these 5 at the back which is hard to beat. Anderson around the corner. Masuaku in the box. Mayoral's got to score, and what a ping. Just places it with power and precision into that top bin. Not long till we broke them down, in matter of fact, as Mayoral's back in form. Love it from the Spaniard. And what a cross from Arthur Masuaku. I always get close to thinking about selling him, and then he just pulls something like that out of the bag. Beautiful whip in the middle where he's free as a bird, and blasts it into that top corner where Smithies is doing nothing to stop it. It's perfect football, as it's now onto Masuaku again. Now onto Felipe Anderson, as we're going to look to go forward. Declan Rice. Now Aribo through that middle again onto Lanzini. Lanzini needs a ball around the corner, and almost fell for us, but it's another great tackle as they give the ball on. Glatzel just tapped his ankles there with Zima. Let him know you're there. Let him know you're there. And Arthur Masuaku with it now as well. Into Johnson. And now we're going to try and get down this line. Going to pass it inside to Mayoral. Turns out a little bit. Does the striker? Just no one actually running through on goal though. Lanzini, but he's marked all over as Declan Rice shoot from range. Always blocked. It seems like we were saving it up for the Lille game. As they had a chance there, and Dragowski with a brilliant timed little tap on that ball, as we've got to try and get forward as well. But as I was saying, we saved it all up for Lille because we've gone back into the league. And yes, we're winning, but against bottom of the league, we haven't got much attacks off. We've scored us only one, which can be classed as good again, but it's not in my book. We should be doing a lot better against bottom of the league table Cardiff, as that is half-time as well. It is 1-0 to us, the Hammers. No changes to be made because it's still our weaker team. Maybe Lyndon Dykes comes on later. Mayoral's got his goal and he can be safe for Leipzig, but I'll keep it like this for now because I do want to see a bit of a better performance. It's good that we've got the lead, but we still should have a higher one in my opinion. So let's try and make it happen. Uribe passes it out now to Pedro Goncalves, and down that line to Lanzini. We've got a back heel on here. That's a good one. Goncalves from range. Maybe hits a hand, but of course didn't because nothing's been given, as that's a bit more like it. Get some shots off from range. It's just a shame that every single one is blocked. If one don't get blocked, we might actually have a chance of bloody scoring a goal. As Glatzel here gives it into Aristegueta. Back to Robert Glatzel, who might get this ball, and I forgot he were even at Cardiff. I know I saw him in the starting 11, but I thought he'd permanently transferred to like Frankfurt or something, as that's a bad pass out as well. Someone control. There we go. Took ages to get control of Zima's, and now we're in. Cardiff have their big chance of the game right here in a corner ball, as they'll be good at set pieces. Aidan Flint, the likes of them at the back, they're very tall, as it's straight to Dagrowski still. Not to be though, not to be. As can we get that tackle? Yes, Uribe. Fully focused in making that a good one, and Evander is complaining like mad as Masuaku gets one in as well. Can he keep the ball, Arthur? Yes, he can. Turns out he's tackled as well, as now it's on to Kamara in the middle, across to Bakunya, as they're going to try and come at us a bit more. Cardiff picking up a bit of momentum from absolutely nowhere. Maybe a bit of a tired team, as it's on to Evander, but he's had a shocker. Really not being good. Scrap what I said about signing him, as it's down the line to Borja Mayoral as well. With a chance here, has got Felipe Anderson at the back post, actually getting in front of Perry NG. His man Felipe Anderson heads it underneath Smithies to make it 2, and we have the security goal now. It's secure, the win. I've got the guts to say that, as maybe it isn't, but in my books it is. What a ball in. Ogbona's going to come in at left back because he never gets a game now. We'll put him on, as he's just nodded past the keeper underneath him. Perry and G, poor marking, and it's 2 to the Hammers. And we are forever blowing bubbles, as it's now into Popov in the middle. I'm going to get some changes off, I think, put some youth players on, as it's back into Dennis Popov with a good ball around the corner. You know, Keith Moore off the bench got sent off in the reverse fixture, as we get a good tackling on him there. And Lanzini, get that pass off, not strong enough. And we're just chasing down them and the clock at the moment, I'd say, as Joel Uribe. Good pressure, forced a bad pass, and Joel Uribe's going to jump on that. Really severely underrated player. Atletico Madrid wanted him on loan, as he's still going. Joel Uribe all the way, puts it across to Anderson, and that's poor. It wasn't the best ball, to be fair, but really poor quality header, especially after he'd scored one as well, as Lyndon Dykes turns, gives it. I think he's offside, yes, Lanzini, as he's just not had the impact I wanted him to have in this game. Finally in the team, the important player, but not important in my books, definitely not, and he's going to have to come down from that if he's staying at the club, as he's got the ball right here. Maybe he could still get one in the last minute, or an assist for Lyndon Dykes, who's threaded through. The Championship striker might have experience against Cardiff from the Championship last season. Lyndon Dykes hits Smithies, and it's actually a really poor shot. He's an ex-QPR keeper as well, so they'll know each other, them two, and have a bit of banter after the game, as Lyndon Dykes will have the better of it. We've won the game 2-0 still, as it wasn't comfortable, but it was secure in the end, in the last 20 minutes, I've got to say, as the business is well and truly done. We have Leipzig in the next game, so it kicks on in the round of 16. That's the quarterfinals, is it? Or the one before? Might be the one before, of the Europa League. Burnley, who are flying this season, and Chelsea, so not an easy one next time. That's definitely going to change that month. We can't have 6 games. We've got 2 on the one after, Leeds and Arsenal. Got another hard end to the season. Tottenham, Leeds and Arsenal. Oh dear. And Man United still to play. But this month will change if we go through, of course, or any of them teams get a cup competition like United, Tottenham, Arsenal. I think they'll still be in them FA Cups and Carabao Cups. Actually, no, the Carabao Cup will have finished by now. Scrap that. as thank you guys for watching this episode. I think we brought it to an end. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well if you're excited to see more of these episodes. A very secure win in the Europa League. Again, congratulations to you Chelsea fans and commiseration to you City ones. You will bounce back, I feel. I feel like you're going to win it next year, but not the Premier League. That's reserved for someone else in my opinion. So, yeah, take care guys in a bit and I will see you guys all later. Peace.